Okay, Gabe, we'll get started shortly once we get some hands raised. And we'll get started with Ira Winderman.
Hey, Gabe, I know sometimes you just don't know till you know what it's like to get out there, to play big minutes, to get your opportunity, to contribute, to have when things are at stake. These last two games, what do you think they'll do for you long term to get the extended run, to get involved in the sets, both offensively and defensively, in meaningful moments? What do you think this will do for you going forward? Thank you.
I think these minutes, while they came in an unfortunate circumstance, were huge for me. One thing I needed to do was just get some experience to play. I did some good things both nights. I did more bad things tonight than the other night. So, I mean, it's learning lessons for me, and I just need to build and grow from it.
When you look at a game like this and you look at the 8 assists, but like you said, also the 5 turnovers, are you the kind of guy who goes to the tape and says, okay, on the 8 assists, I did this right. On the 5 turnovers, I did it wrong. And is it good to have that tape to look at? Thank you.
100%. I'll be watching the film on the plane back, and I'll be breaking down the film with one of our coaches the following day, I'm sure. So I'll definitely be looking at the tape, and that's something we do after every game to try and get better each day.
Up next, we have Anthony Chang.
Hey, Gabe. Spo said before the game today, this is probably the healthiest you've been in 2 years. I mean, how do you feel physically, obviously, after these 2 games, and kind of how much of a difference have you felt that's made for you on the court?
Yeah, I'm happy to be healthy. To start there, I'm happy to be healthy to put this knee issue to bed, and to be able to compete at the highest level. I'm grateful for that each day. I'm having my fair share of battling with injuries. So, I mean, it feels good to be able to go out there and compete and not have to worry about playing through an injury. There's bumps and bruises that go on throughout a game, but that's normal. But not having to play through injury and be able to play free of mind in that regard has been good.
And one more for me. The other two-way guy, Max. What did you kind of see from him in these 2 games, and what have you learned about him, I guess, in this first month, as teammates?
Yeah, no, Max is my guy, man. We've done a lot of workouts together. We've gotten as close as we can off the court amid distancing and COVID. I think Max is a bright future. He can really shoot the ball. He impressed everybody, I think, in camp, myself included. He's only continued to impress. He's a guy that even he comes in, you're not leaving him open, and if you do, he will make you pay. So we're looking forward to him getting better, and just as these minutes were valuable for me, they're valuable for him as well, just to continue to grow within this program.
Up next, we have Joe with Heat.com.
Hey, Gabe, how would you describe your journey thus far, going undrafted out of Santa Barbara and then grinding in the G League?
Yeah. It's been a lot of ups and downs. It's not the typical journey you typically dream of as a kid when you're growing up, but I'm just trying to take advantage of each opportunity I get. And, it comes in all different shapes and sizes, whether it's playing with the Nigerian national team for an open session in the summer when I don't get a summer league invite, or it's being in the G League and just grinding that out and trying to just continue to get better each day. And that's something I'm trying to just carry over now, of course, and I'm getting some minutes and trying to make the most of them and build on that each day.
Next, we have Josh Moser with WSBN TV.
Hi, Gabe. I wonder if you could just walk me through the week pretty much for you. How difficult has this been, kind of basically flying up to Boston, game gets postponed, half the team gets sent away, and then here we are. You guys are finally hopping on a flight back.
Right. I think it's unexpected, and I think that's the hardest part of it. It's not your typical season. It's not your typical times in the world right now. It's tough to have to sit in a room on the road and stay in those 4 walls. But at the end of the day, most people in the world are doing that, and they're having to quarantine and battle this virus in their way they can. So, me personally, I'm grateful we have basketball. I'm grateful that the league's still going, and that I'm able to do my job and play the game I love and compete amidst those challenges off the court and trying to deal with this virus. I think everyone is dealing with it the best they can. Even you guys, some of these interviews looks like you're doing them in your home. We're all trying to just make the best of the situation.
Thanks, Gabe.
Next, we have Mateo Mayorga.
Hi, Gabe. From your perspective, what did the Heat fail to do tonight to limit Philadelphia's effectiveness from beyond the arc?
I mean, you said it right there. I mean, our turnovers killed us. I think at one point I looked up, we had like 15 or 16 turnovers. And a lot of those led to Ben Simmons in transition. And that's where he's extremely effective. You know, I mean, he's an all-star, he's a great talent, and he's extremely effective in transition. A lot of those transitions ended in dunks or kick out threes. So those hurt us. I thought we did a decent job protecting the paint early on, but we almost overhelped and we gave up a lot of threes. So we got to be higher in the gaps. We got to be earlier on our strengths and get to shooters.
Lastly, Gabe, a couple of days ago, Coach Spo talked about wanting to proceed with the profession in the safest and healthiest possible way. How comfortable would you be returning to a bubble format if that indeed was the only way to do so, sir? Thank you.
Returning to what? Say it again, I'm sorry.
Returning to a bubble format if that was indeed the only way to proceed with the profession in the safest possible way.
You know, I think it seems like we're doing everything we can as far as the league goes and the NBPA to collaborate and try to make the best situation. I know from what I'm hearing, a lot of people don't really want to return to a bubble. You know, it's nice to be at home. You know, it's nice to go home and sleep in your own bed. But if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. Like I said, I'm grateful to have this game and to have my job amidst everything going on. So I want to compete. I want to win. I want to play this game. So if that's what it takes for us to play, I'm in.
All right. Thank you, Gabe. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.